Really? This isn't...
Good evening, everybody. My name is George. This show is Don't Panic Flip, and we're blurry. That's awesome.
bit.
It's trying to go right in the middle. Oh, we've got a raid immediately. Sir Snarf raiding with a party of 7. That was also very quiet. I need to turn that up. Sir Snarf, thank you so much.
There we
Nice.
I
Got
have
it
to
done.
turn my phone brightness all the way up or it doesn't work.
Right. Did you take a picture of it to save it, or do you actually go into the website?
I go into the webpage.
Oh.
I was gonna get it like printed on the back of my phone so I could just do that.
Just do it from the
But
back.
then I don't think that's gonna work because I don't think it's bright enough. I think it has to be a screen.
Got
so
it.
taking a picture is a good idea. I might do that.
Huh. I didn't think about that, actually
So-
printing it. I actually have a portable printer. We could try that if we wanted to at some
Yeah,
point.
maybe.
Yeah.
But just because it's like I was at Pinball Jones and
Mm-hmm.
I was trying to log in and my phone was on low power mode and it just wouldn't work until I
Oh,
turned the brightness
because-
all the way up.
Wasn't, yeah.
It could be because it's that place
It's
is pretty
so dark in
Yeah.
there. It could be that too.
So
Good evening, says Dice. Elves, reindeer, and all other manner of Santa's indentured servants. Wow, that's kind of scary when you think about it that way. Welcome back to the only pinball show online that's got fewer calories than water. Dice, thank you for that wonderful introduction. Sir Snarf, my hat's off to you. Thank you so much for that amazing raid, bringing all of those beautiful people over here. And that battle is already behind. Where's Pinsomniac when you need him? Game Club Central, GR Bond, welcome to the stream. The Champ 2025, John Durbin. Durbin, it's been great chatting with you online. We, tonight, are going to be playing this absolutely amazing game we call Godzilla. It's actually awesome. Like, I was just telling Escher a second ago, I am really struggling on this game. I feel like just to find the shots on this constantly. But I feel like when we battled on this previously, there's moments where you kind of, I don't know, dial in some of those shots. You can't find something, move on to the next shot. And I accidentally killed the scroll.
that's all right.
And then once you find it, there's a ridiculous amount of flow on this game. Do you feel like you found that flow yet?
Yeah. The only shot that I don't have any flow on most of them is the left ramp. Is that shot can leave me pretty quickly.
Right.
But it's not really that important of a shot, except like there's only a few things that require that shot. So I don't worry about it too much. You can kind of avoid it most of the time.
Okay.
So
And that shot is tough, man. That's
Yeah,
one of
it
those.
is.
You find it, and suddenly it's gone. I have that issue on Jurassic Park with the left ramp. I know it's easy. It's like the easiest shot in the game.
yeah, once you own it for long enough, that shot just kind of it like pisses you off when you miss it. It's
Yes,
like this
very
is a gimme
frustrating.
shot. I shouldn't ever miss it ever, and all of a sudden it's left me.
Yep. Left ramp, right. Yeah, so Jeff, welcome to the stream. Arthur Pendragon, welcome as well. More like the other way around, I suspect. Oh, wait. Ken Swift, welcome as well. And Reich Island. Nick got his booster. He probably won't be around tonight. You getting ready to show that kid what's what? Ken Swift, probably the other way around. So walking through a few of the basics of the game. There's modes. Here, let's switch spots because you actually know this game. How do you go about qualifying a mode?
So there's 4 regular modes in the game, and to light them, it's like a lot of other Stern games these days. You shoot both ramps, left ramp, right ramp, and then it lights the scoop down here. It's actually the hardest shot in the game. It doesn't look like it, but it is.
It is so tough.
Luckily, it's not like Guardians where it kills you half the time when you miss, but... So you shoot the scoop, pick a mode, doesn't really... They're all kind of... None of them are like multi-balls or anything, they're all regular, like 5 to 8 shots. And yeah, once you beat 2 regular modes, you get access to the level 2 modes. And those are when you can get pretty big points in those. I think last stream I was in one of them for like 600 million, even though
Yeah,
I'd
measly
never
600.
gotten more than like
Okay, and
so-
sorry, when you say the last two, are you talking about the level 1 but the bottom 2 modes, or are you talking about the level 2 modes?
So once you beat any of the level 1 modes, right, it forces you to pick a level 1 mode, and then it forces you to pick another level 1 mode once you beat the other one, and then it forces you to pick a level 2.
Okay.
One of the level 2s is a multi-ball. One of them is like a build for as long as you want and then collect, and then the other one I don't remember.
Okay.
And then after you beat your first level 2, you can't actually lose them. You just play them. It's kind of
Okay.
like a mini wizard mode. And then you play a level 1, and then you play a level 2, and then you play the last level 1, and then you play the last
Sorry,
level
so to play a level 2, are you forced to play a level 2?
2. Yes, you're forced to. You can't
Okay.
pick a level 1, which is a little annoying because the level 1s are actually sometimes more valuable just because when you play the modes, the main good thing that you get from them is allies, which are on the playfield here. One of them's 2x, one of them's light a left outlane save, which is almost completely useless, and then one of them is a add a ball on the action button. And yeah, again, besides Mothra, which is the left outlane save, they're incredibly powerful.
Okay.
Who's Al? Yeah.
Only 600 million. Al, who's Al?
So
Ken Swift loves his premium. I got to my first level 2 mode this morning. That's 2 on 2. That's awesome. And Bill from Memphis, good evening.
nice.
All right, so
So-
maybe let's give this a go. I realize now that I had you do a walkthrough, but I
Yeah,
put myself
you
in
could
as number
start us
1.
I might run to the bathroom real quick before.
Okay. Just right through that door over there. It's
Yeah.
like one of 4 doors.
Probably mute my mic.
No. You can mute it back there,
On
but it
the-
actually is a mic itself. I don't know why. I don't trust it. I suggest just taking it off.
Yeah, I will just go ahead and do that. Yeah, no.
You can disconnect it, leave the mic here, disconnect and just leave it.
Oh, I see.
But that is an active microphone by
This is-
itself.
oh,
Yeah.
that's cool.
Which I'm so happy I now know about. Sir Snarf, we'll ask Escher when he comes back. All right, first ball, let's try not to drain out before the end of a bathroom break. So I'm gonna try and do what he just mentioned, which was hit that left ramp, right ramp. I'm gonna try to get into a mode. Why mute it? Don't wanna take us with you, exactly. Jeff, how you doing, man? There's that amazing left ramp shot, which we were just talking about is a pretty tough shot. All right, so instead, since I can't hit that left ramp, let's go right ramp. Get that one all day. On the fly, left ramp.
Controller, you will hand over Earth's resources immediately.
It's fine, it's fine. I feel the need to just keep hitting the machine right now so it doesn't seem like... John Durbin, yeah, there is a shot in this game. It's just to the right of the shot of the left ramp. There's this shot here, and then there's another shot here. And if you hit that shot, it's like a 90% chance it goes right down the middle. So don't hit that shot. It's you.
Unless you shoot that shot for 300 million or
Oh.
600 million.
Okay, there is a part at which that shot is lit for 600 million.
You can. It's not easy, but.
And then at that
during-
point, it's worth potentially draining.
Yeah, so I haven't actually done it yet, but I was told that shooting that shot is actually a double super during the raid multi-ball. And you can get the super up to a max of 150 something million, I think. So
All right, guys, bear with me a second. I'm gonna make some adjustments to this camera because the autofocus was killing.
I haven't played this this one since last time I was here or last time I was here for the battle.
Ah,
Over Earth's resources immediately.
okay.
Please come under our acute control and be governed our economy.
Oh, blue alive catch.
There we go. Now we've got more in focus. It got a little bit darker. I tried to mess with the ISO at the same time, but Less f-stop, so less blurry background, more just in general focus, so that way you're not super blurred out while I'm playing and vice versa. Or if we both step away, it tries to autofocus on something else. So, oh yes, mains, what? I almost said it, not saying it. All right, we're gonna find this left ramp shot.
There you go.
Sure, easy peasy.
As that, right?
Yep. I didn't even know what I was worried about. That's really easy. Left ramp, right ramp, scoop, done. Okay, so now you actually get to choose your city. I think right now I'm in Tokyo.
I think you choose your mode first, because you start in Tokyo.
You always...
Yeah.
So how am I allowed to choose a city?
Once you beat a mode, you control that city.
Oh.
And then you have the choice to either stay in the city, or you can continue to a different city. The only reason you would stay in the city is that your destruction jackpot is tied, the base value is tied. But you don't actually ever want to stay because you get a multiplier when you change.
Right.
So you should always change your city at this point.
All right. For this shot there's so many shots on this game, but the next up, in this mode, you hit all of the spinners, and you have to get enough spins, and that's how you complete it. I'm really curious about the bottom right cam. I can't figure out where that is. The bottom right is the cam just above our heads, looking down at our hands. And then we've got the bottom right cam here that lets us see from like your belly. Magneto8472, welcome to the stream.
Nice. So the center spinner is 40 spins, and the other two are 15.
Okay. So that one's done. Then that makes sense because I almost always need to take 2 shots on that one. So now we've got this
Just
last
need to
one
hit
here.
a good shot on that. Nice. And then pop bumper. Nearly
Just
gave it.
hit it. Get it, get it, get it. There it
you
is.
go. Nice. That's your first mode, and now your destruction jackpot gets lit.
Oh my gosh.
Sorry, you're
But I got
warming
the
up.
mode.
Yeah, you finished your mode, and you also have your ally ready.
Right. For 2x, add a ball, or a lane save.
Yes.
So is that something that I'm guessing in a tournament situation, do you feel do you judge based on your current play which one you'd go for there?
Yeah.
Or is it
well,
a
again,
consistent
you should
2x?
never pick Mothra, ever. Because Mothra just isn't as good as the other two. Like,
okay.
Just because, like, an add a ball, there is a lot of multi-balls in this game. Like, a lot. And there's always a multi-ball that's close. It's never like, oh, I have to hit, 12 shots for my next multi-ball. It's like, okay, bridge is like 2 spinner shots and 2, like, that shot right there. All right, so I have my raid multi-ball with Ebra.
Okay.
Which is usually the stack I like to do. It's a lot better on the pro version of the game than the premium, but the only reason is the spinner goes away until you let your add a ball. But it's 3 shots, it's not a big deal.
And when you say better, you mean there's a greater opportunity to score points?
Yeah.
Because that was epic right there. I absolutely love the drop on that.
All right, I just need the center one, it looks like. There we go. So now my lower spinner is lit for an out of ball. Sorry, lower right spinner. Should get that back. Oh.
And you said that you have a something lit for an add-a-ball right now. How did you set that
so
up without an ally?
you just shoot the 3 bottom targets. It's only for this multi-ball.
Got it. So
right
just
there.
the Godzilla, or they call it
Raid.
Raid. That's right.
I don't know why. I'm running out of time here for Ebra. Just need to finish at least one more shot. There, I got it anyways.
Did you get it?
I did.
Oh, nice, Ebra,
just
final
barely.
blow.
It's
Well
actually
done.
worth more if I didn't finish it there, because then you get a full time bonus for the next time you start it.
Wait, Durbin, how many people had to die for you to get that too? Which tattoo?
He's got a lot of tattoos.
Yes. Ken Swift, that one I can answer. To pick your ally, once it's lit, it's the right flipper that allows you to adjust. Or is it left?
It's right flipper.
It's right, okay. I should trust myself.
It's the old key for select, which is the flipper that you don't use to collect the thing you're changing.
Okay.
Still just trying to get control here.
Good nudge.
Need one more to like super. Any jackpot will do.
Hey Ogden, welcome to the stream. 5 months.
It's a lot of months.
You can hear that, right?
Yeah.
It's so great to have somebody else be able to hear all of the announcements when people do things. Hey Ogden says, go Godzilla. Hey Ogden, you're amazing. My hat's off to you. Thank you so much. 5 months at a tier 1. Also, George, did you decide to come to TPF? Sir Snarf, I before going to Expo, I think I had already bought my hotel and ticket. So I was going.
Lost my earbud, but that's okay.
Oh, got it. I will set it on Star Trek.
So I remember it later. Cool thing, if you're struggling with hitting the scoop, is we have 2 balls cradled on the right. I mean, I just missed it there. Should be a lot of points.
Okay,
Wasn't bad.
67.
If I had one more left ramp, it would have been a lot more, but I'll take it. You usually can flick one of the balls into the scoop.
Oh, right. The stacked ball trick. Which, by the way, I'll have you know, playing a bunch of Star Trek recently,
Yeah.
I remembered that you can hit that scoop when you have 2 balls stacked on the left and used it repeatedly. Felt.
For a nice transfer.
Yeah, absolutely. Excited to see you there, Sir Snarf. Awesome, man. I am excited to see so many more people. I feel, yourself included, but I do. Nice nudge. I do feel like that's the next expo, right? Like the next huge get together where everyone's gonna go to fly out to Texas. Granted, there's a bunch of tournaments between now and then that also will likely attract a bunch of people. Yeah, Jeff, that was a serious nudge. What was Dice? You have something about that? Would it like moving the game into a different state? Jedi McMuffin, welcome to the stream.
So more of a slide save than a nudge.
So the code is Death Gun just asked Godzilla or Jurassic Park. Do you feel comfortable?
Jurassic Park.
You would still say Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
Wow, didn't even have to finish that sentence.
Godzilla's great, but the reason I always say, what's it called? I hit my hand. It caught me off guard. It's because I slid the game earlier. There we go. I moved it back a little bit.
Oh, no. It's totally fine. I'm not worried about that
It's
at
good
all.
pinball etiquette. You heard it here first. If you do a slide save at a bar, it is your responsibility to move it back. If you tilt, then that sucks. But don't leave it.
Don't leave it
Don't leave your
crooked
game.
or touching and making it really hard to like hit your hand. Yeah.
Well, then you make your opponent move it back, and
Yep.
it's good etiquette.
Etiquette 101. That's the first one tonight. I feel like we should ask for a few more of those.
So if you full plunge here,
Yes.
you get a bridge progress.
Done.
You do get a little less ball save, but hey, got the achievement.
There we go.
It's the second hardest achievement, probably.
The second hardest beyond like beating the game, which I guess it's not.
Well,
in
it's
there
not
yet.
even the hardest achievement in the game is to play 5 raids in one game, which
That's 5 Godzilla multi-balls.
yeah.
I really don't like that
It
it's
doesn't-
called Raid. Mr. Hardluck, good evening.
Still got it.
Walk the plank
you
right
go.
then. Hey!
You got your achievement.
I got an achievement. I got like a little. It felt good. I can't help it. Yeah, just a tiny little dopamine boost right there. Joey Saint, thank you so much for that follow, and welcome to the stream.
I don't know why it's 2x. I haven't moved cities yet. Oh, I did. I guess I did move cities. I'm thinking about it.
Oh, specifically, the destruction jackpot every time you move a city gets multiplied again and again.
Yes.
So how do you increase the destruction jackpot value? Is it, or is it even worth that?
Every mode you play, every mode, every multi-ball, it increases the bottom, like the worst it can be by 1 million or 2 million. I don't remember.
Okay.
Something like that. And
So,
then
just playing the game.
yeah. So it passively gets bigger, and then it's like 5% of multi-balls, 10% of like your power. And like everything builds it by a little bit. But that value goes away when you change cities.
Okay. So the question becomes when someone, I feel, and I don't know if I'm right here, but I feel like from a tournament player's perspective, there's a lot of games where there's like a certain thing you have to do. And in some games, there's some flexibility on what you can do, but there's usually like, this is the preferred strategy.
Yeah.
Is it the goal of a good game design and software to kind of force you to play the game to get points, or force you to play through and do a bunch of different things so it's not as simple as like, what's the one single strategy?
Yeah, so you're saying like that they want to program the game in a way to make it, or?
I guess I hate the idea of having a game this awesome be distilled down into, oh, you do these 3 things and that's how you get big points and played in the tournament.
Well, I mean, you could start it up again.
Oh yeah.
I mean, at the end of the day, every single.
There's a player 3.
That's all right. Yeah, so, I mean, at the end of the day, every game kind of turns into that. Like, there's always a meta to the game.
Sure.
It just comes down to how interesting it is, right? Like, is the meta to shoot the left ramp on scared stiff the entire game and not play anything else, right? That meta sucks. Is it a meta that requires you to set something up and execute it properly, like Godzilla? Well, sorta. They're getting there. Then, I mean, that's interesting. That's not like me shoot left ramp. It's like you gotta like actually process what you're doing. And I think that's what CERN's going for mostly on their codes, where just make it so there is something worth going for, but that something is interesting enough that people will want to own the game.
Right. Okay.
So.
Yeah, and that's, I feel like a lot of that is depth. You're saying, regardless, there's going to be a meta. And
no matter what you do. Yeah. So someone in chat said, like, Mandalorian would shoot the middle. So Mandalorian's a good example of how Stern turns a game from being, I'm going to shoot center ramp, to a game that has some sort of, like, thing. And that's the scope on that game, like being able to like add a multiplier to everything that you're doing, which is, so like if your opponent just shoots the center ramp and plays all the 4 multi-balls on ball 1 and they're sitting at 400 million, like that's great. But you can do that in a single ice fighter with a fire triangle, right?
Sure.
So,
sorry, when you say fire triangle, do you mean
when
the
you get
6x?
when you get all 3 running?
Yep.
Because then it doesn't, you know, it's like quality over quantity, but sometimes that quality is too hard to make it, you know, really good. Mm-hmm. So that's the way that Stern kind of turns it into not just me shoot center ramp to, I don't mind getting that back.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ken Swift was concerned because you started to say why JP over Godzilla, and then you tilted. And do you think you'll feel the same way after Godzilla code is complete?
Where it's player 3.
Oh.
You want to
split
flip with this?
Let's do it.
Yeah, so right now I'm not 100% sure on where Godzilla is going, like as a game. Once the game's finished, I think I can do a little more fair of an analysis. But Jurassic Park is everything perfect with owning a game. Let's try and shoot around. Let's keep this combo going.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Well, now I gotta shoot the center.
Nice nudge.
Oh. Damn. So yeah. So the reason I love Jurassic Park so much is because to get to the end, there's 3 achievable ends for most people, right? Like, they aren't impossible and they're fun to get to. And every single mode in that game is enjoyable to play. There is nothing that's a slog.
Like Jurassic Park, you're saying, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's nothing that's like, oh, I gotta, play through this. Like Star Wars lightsaber duel. Like those kind of modes are just the worst.
I do not like lightsaber, especially in a dark area like that. It's blinding and hard to follow.
Yeah, and unfortunately, Godzilla has one of those modes right now, but it's getting there, which is the Rampage mode. It's unskippable. It's not really worth that much. It's not very much fun to play, but it's not finished, so I can't give it a proper.
Right. It's still 0.81.
Yeah, it's still there, and it's still a pain in the ass, but Jurassic Park doesn't have any of those modes, and the ending, like the true end, to finish the game, it's incredibly difficult. Like, only a few people have ever done it, and I think that's really cool.
Right? It is a tough, deep game, and I really do like that. Catching up on chat, I've got one. No, I'm gonna hit this shot. Does that time out on me?
Yeah, I mean, you already timed it out by 4 seconds, so then it stops it. Because you can't just time out a mode by holding the flip rope. It stops counting at a point.
Right. Okay, it stops. Okay, but we're trapped back up. So, Cell Processing, thank you so much for that follow. Shake up the meta, Godzilla +3 attack damage. Iron Peanut. Ice Ski-Doo, thank you. Yes, I do have a fox on my shoulder. I got this for downhill mountain biking and realized that I actually really like this shirt, so I ended up wearing it. Like Penguin in Batman 66. Oh, that was while you were talking. Wait, Penguin is a good mode or an irritating mode?
I assume he's meaning irritating mode. But you see, the difference is between Penguin is it is 100% on you when you start that mode. Like, if you pick Penguin, you chose to play Penguin. Like, it's not like it just came out of nowhere. Like, you made the conscious decision that, like, okay, I'm gonna play Penguin, because when the Batphone starts, shooting both ramps to swap it to Catwoman, or shooting, like anything to swap it, like that's your doing. To start Rampage or lightsaber duel, you don't get really a choice. Like it happens, and you're locked into it. What's the deal with pain in the ass modes? Who are they for? I'm not sure. I think someone on the team goes like, this is a good idea. This is a cool idea for a mode. But then, and they make it, and they're like, okay, this mode's fine, how it is now. But then they don't bother, finishing it. I've never seen this, by the way, when there's a ball locked.
Oh yeah, how it
virtual
goes
locks
up
are
and
gonna be
down.
awesome in this game.
So
Man.
I now, in order to get to my level 2, I have to do something else in the game, right?
What do you mean?
So I can't go left ramp, right, because I completed my first mode.
Oh, you need to swap your cities now.
So how do I swap cities?
In the scoop. When it's lit yellow, when it's the select city.
Oh, so
Yeah. the big bright
Did you guys
light
catch
that tells
there?
you. So make sure you pick your Anguirus here, so when you go into multi-ball, you have an auto ball.
Make sure.
With
Oh,
your
Anguirus, got
allies.
it. Yep, makes sense. Not cool.
Flip dice, flip-
totally
Aw.
cool. Obviously did that.
You could have flipped
Oh,
twice to
because
change
it
your
was-
ally. So make sure you swap cities. It doesn't really matter which city you pick, as long as it's
long
not
as it's
one
a
that you've
different
already-
city.
Yes, that's
Okay.
all you need to do.
That's when we talked about thinking fast. I'm not thinking about that right then. I don't know this well enough. I'm just happy it went in the scoop.
There you go. So maybe you can prove me wrong. Maybe you can get Mothra to not burn itself during multi-ball.
Yeah.
You don't want to bring a mode in? It's going right in? Because now your ramps are lit to bring in the battle.
Okay, no, that was a player mistake. You're right. Once I changed the city, I, for whatever reason, thought I was in a mode. I'm like, okay, I'm all ready
you
to
hit
go.
the scoop, right? Yeah.
Yeah, no, I did the scoop. I did the thing.
Yeah.
Escher, have you got to Rock City Wizard mode on KISS?
No, I got really close. I got close enough that I'm like, I don't want to ever play this game again. But I didn't get it. Like, which, let's see. I remember that game because I got, no, I know I did get to it, but it wasn't, when I got to it, it wasn't in the game yet. Like, I got it to like early on, and it was nothing. Then after the game was like finished, where they like balanced everything and put it in, it wasn't at Lions anymore, so I never got to play it. So I guess so I guess technically I have never gotten to it, but there's a few wizard modes that I haven't gotten that I am still chasing.
Oh, so what specifically? I'm curious about that.
What was the? Well, I mean, the main one I've been chasing that isn't really a super mode, but is like a concept of a super mode, is the 3 billion shot on Indy 500.
Indy 500 is a game that I had never played until recently, and kind of really enjoyed.
It is a great game. The shots feel good in it. It plays fast as hell, but it's fun. It's a really fun game to shoot, and yeah.
It is a really fun game to shoot. That's exactly it. Like, it plays really.
There's a great flow to it.
Kevin Carrington, JP's your favorite, right?
Out of every game, sorta, I guess, yeah. Definitely to own. Tournament-wise, not really, because the game is really stressful in tournaments because there's so many things that can go wrong.
Ooh, I'm curious. What's your? If you don't mind saying, I just realized that like somebody could use it against you. But what's your? I blow it up every time I play a pin.
trying to get the ball to fall, and then I hit the lights off. There we go. Move it up. Where are I? I'm trying to figure out where I'm gonna. Well, so favorite.
What's in a tournament? You're like, this is my go-to game. If it's there and it exists, I can blow it up.
Iron Maiden. There's no score that someone can put up against me, and I'll go like, I can't beat that.
Okay.
Like, I am so comfortable on that game that I know every rule and like where I am all the time, because I probably played it the most out of any modern Stern, like at my house. So yeah, that game, like I was down 1 billion to Alexander in Expo going into ball 3, and I still felt confident, and I tied his score when I drained, and he had another ball still. Because he did everything that I would have wanted to do, but didn't. Because that game is purely about efficiency. Like, that is the entire point of the game, is how many points can I get in one mode and do it in a safe way, kind of thing. I keep hitting these spinners for like a couple spins, but not enough to like light my Atta-ball.
So, catch you back up here. Bill from Memphis wants to know if you ever finished Simpsons Pinball Party.
Yeah, actually, it was not that long ago I finished it, because I had never gotten to it. I had like been very close a couple of times, but like an annoying close, which is like I didn't get a super in Scratchy's Revenge, which is the game killer. Wow,
that was a nice ramp jump.
Yeah, there's a few things in that game that if you mess up when you're 35 minutes into a game, you no longer have the potential to get to the end, and that sucks. And now the biggest one is Scratchy's Revenge, which is the 5th Itchy and Scratchy mode. You have to get a super in it to get the progress. What am I doing?
Nice.
Yeah, if you don't get the super, you have to go through all 5 again. And the difficulty stays the same. Like no one has ever, I can say that easily, that no one has ever gotten to a 10th Itchy and Scratchy multi-ball. Man, I just can't hit the center shot. There we go. But yeah, no, it was funny. My dad had some like old rugby friends over, and they were staying at our barn, which is, I say barn, but it's the nicest barn you've ever seen. And it also has all of our games in it. And they were having fun, like learning how to play pinball. And he's like, oh, what's the hardest game to get to the end on? I'm like, oh, we actually have it. Everyone thinks it's this game. Where in reality, it's not really the hardest. You just need to have the perfect game come together where you don't mess anything up. So I guess in some sense of the term, yeah, it is the hardest. But I would say like, when it comes to just like everything else, Valinor is really hard as well. But yeah, no, I was just like showing him the game and like how to get to the end. And of course, that game, I got it. Not only did I get it, I had like 3 extra balls still. Like it wasn't even close.
Wow. Well, there we go.
So yeah, I've gotten that one. I've also gotten Valinor a couple times. Valinor is a lot of fun to get to, even though it's a slog.
That is exactly how I would have described it based on watching the one guy who did it on.
Mark Steinman.
Oh man. And how upset he gets. Oh, it was
I can hear that shit now.
Oh yeah, that scream, like you can feel it. That is, to me, the definition of the word visceral. Like that is, I get it.
You want to hit the button for me?
Yes.
Hold it down.
Oh.
You have to hold it down.
Heat ray charging.
203 million.
And he could do it himself, but I have a camera in the way, so that's why I hit it.
No, I was just giving you the honors.
Oh, but thank you.
So.
Ooh, that was mean.
So.
Nice replay.
Have I finished Elvis? No, but I think I watched my dad do it when I was like 7. Because the only time I've ever had access to an Elvis was at Lions, like when I was like 5 to 11 years old. And I was nowhere near good enough.
It's funny because I feel like Elvis is that game that is in every dingy bar.
Dude.
Oh,
really?
no!
That gave me 2? I already had 1. I don't remember where I got 1. I wasn't paying attention. Yeah, no, it's great. Elvis is in every dingy bar. Like that is the dingy bar game.
That is,
because they're cheap as shit.
It's also broken.
Oh yeah, it never works right. Like
Never.
the drop targets never come up, so you can't even get to the end if you wanted to.
Split flip.
Oh yeah, forgot that.
Because I accidentally hit the start button twice.
That's okay.
Shoot the scoop.
One.
I can't even see that.
All right.
Oh,
That's okay.
we're gonna get that back. Try?
I meant to do that.
Sure. Oh, I'm not gonna hit the flippers.
Don't want to watch the animation.
Yeah.
Let's play Guy again. That'll be fun.
Okay.
I'll miss your drop catch.
Which
please.
one's Guy again?
Ramps.
Well, it's normally awesome.
There you go.
That's coming over. Oh, so this is the ramps.
All right. Come on.
We got this. Yeah.
One.
There's one.
See if I can do my part. Nearly.
There's yours. Try number 2. Yeah,
There we
that
go.
looks good. All right, now me.
There you go.
I
One
mean,
more.
I make this look easy. All right.
All right.
Cool.
Cool.
Another ramp. Somebody just did. Oh man.
Do you know the real?
Joe Hills. Rating with a
Oh
party
my
of
goodness.
161. Joe, you're amazing. Welcome everybody. Guys, we are playing some Godzilla, and we have a very special guest with us tonight. This is Escher. Escher is an amazing pinball player.
I play pinball. Yeah.
You play? He plays pinball. He
I
plays
play pinball
pinball pretty
sometimes.
dang well. Yeah. Joe, how was your stream? Thank you so much for sending all of those wonderful people over here. Raiders, this is the newest pinball machine from Stern. It's awesome, and I'm not going to show you how to play it well, but this guy here is going to show us how to play it really, really well.
Trying to.
Yeah. Escher goes hard in the playfield paint. Dice, well said. Lunara, thank you so much for that follow. My hat's off to you. All right, so I have
don't remember where you are.
a kaiju battle lit, and
I mean, I'm not gonna. You can still have the ball save, but that's okay.
Oh.
I'm not gonna be that guy, but you know what's still here? After you played a multi-ball, like 3 drains, and plus like an 2 balls and all that. You know which hasn't been used yet? Mothra.
It's still there.
Mothra is still unused.
It's still there. Pez Johnson, rating the party of 23.
What is happening?
Pez, thank you so much. That is amazing. Thank you for bringing 23 beautiful people over. We just got double rated. Joe is an amazing streamer, streams a mixture of Minecraft, and then in the mornings we'll do all kinds of artistic stuff. Super fun. If you guys aren't following Joe Hills, you absolutely should be. Give his name a click, give him a follow. And then in addition, we just got rated by Pez Johnson, another awesome and Colorado local pinball streamer who I think it was EM Monday. Is that right, Pez? And was just on streaming as well. If you guys are not following Pez Johnson, you absolutely should be. Click the name, click that follow button. He's awesome sauce. So let's see what we can do here. I'm gonna go for this left ramp since I can't post transfer. Totally got it.
I fell down the Minecraft hole again since last time I was here.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Playing it 8 hours a day when I'm not doing homework, other things.
Good. I tried.
Yeah, it's funny. The raid notification is the Leroy Jenkins. You know, he lives in Broomfield, or I don't know if he still does. That's where he used to live. He was a plumber from like 20 minutes.
Really?
Yeah, like 30 minutes away.
Huh, that's awesome. I had no idea.
Yeah.
Red Viper wants to know what you're planning to major in.
Well, since last time, I've had to actually choose what my major is, even though I still don't really know what I want to do, which is, I'm just doing business and marketing right now because it's easy to turn that into most things. And I can always swap it later if I don't feel it.
And Mahi's Zero says, the trick is to stream your Minecraft playing so you can make money while you play.
Yeah.
Follow the Joe Hills path.
Exactly. Maybe.
Oh man, Fliptronic throws out Pinballology at the same, just before Dice put he's going for a PhD in Pinballology. Fliptronic wins. Sorry, we got the evidence right there, Dice. Nice nudge.
You're gonna tilt on me? Not quite.
Double danger. We're just gonna give that a second to cool down. It's cool.
No, I'm just gonna keep going. Uh-oh, I'm dead. Oh.
Remember, I don't have the ear things. I've not purchased those yet. To settle things down. The earplugs. Earplugs. There we go.
Uh-oh.
Dice also lives dangerously.
Okay, I kind of need to do my jet fighter. So I tilted immediately after I started it last time.
Now, Dakota Mike unboxed his Godzilla Pro today. Super happy to have one before the year is out.
Nice.
Lucky you, man.
Yeah, I just got my premium today. Or, I guess it's not really mine because it's not like at my house or my apartment. Even though it is my game that I won, but.
So wait, was that the game you got for winning Expo?
Last Expo, not this one.
Oh wow, okay.
I still have one.
They owe you one game.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the only game I ever want to actually own is Keith Ellen games for me.
Okay.
They're always consistently have a very deep rule set that's worth owning, so you can play it, just session out on it for a couple hours. And you know, I don't want to gamble on getting a Mandalorian. Oh, that was milliseconds away from not giving me that back.
There's a part of me, and I didn't get to spend a lot of time on the premium or LE for Mandalorian, but that upper playfield on the Pro is like the worst version of chopping wood, in my opinion. I
It's
can't
so boring.
stand
It's
it.
so boring.
It got so boring, and the game in itself, just to get to the wizard mode, kind of got
It's
super
just
repetitive.
so grindy.
So,
Um,
but did it
So
get?
like I would like, and I got to the end, my very second game ever playing it, and it's like, I don't want to own this, right? And
Right.
it didn't feel like anything I did during that playthrough, because like when you get to like Run to the Hills or something, like again, you have to play controlled, because if you don't play controlled, it's not going to work out well for you. Like you just don't have the ball time. Unlike Mandalorian, I kind of just flipped
Winged
away.
it. just let the ball play it where it lies.
Yeah, basically. And I got to the end, so it's like but
So, by the way, Escher is putting on a show here, guys. But this is like standard operating procedures for Escher. You guys are seeing the. I'm guessing based on the IFP ranking, you're what? You're top 10 in the world.
yeah, I think I'm 5th right now.
Okay, so number
but
5.
without Expo.
Oh, right. Yeah, this is a clinic right now. That was a 50 million point super jackpot.
Yeah, I got 2x playfield running because I already had my Add-a-Ball done. I have another Add-a-Ball ready to go, which I'm gonna go ahead and take now, so I don't want to worry about it.
Nice live catch.
Yeah, just want to get to my
Wow.
next super because that's where the money is.
So, Durbin, you were asking about video quality earlier, and the context we don't have to go into, but I'm just looking at the playfield right now and being able to see what Escher's doing. I am very happy with the camera right now.
Oh, I went too early. Uh-oh. I hit the shot.
Okay, so question for the pro says Jedi Gill. I always have issues draining the ball on the out lanes. What's the general advice to try to prevent this?
If you're already at the out lanes, then you're doing something wrong, right? More of like, not that you missed and that you're there because of it, more of like, there's always something you can do beforehand. Like, more of like, you want to get it when you can bump it off the top of the sling kind of thing. Because if it's already like in the out lane, you're not going to save that. Like, those are like the incredible saves that people always clip and everything of like when the ball's basically dead.
Right.
And someone like, like brings it back from the dead. But if you just, get rid of it when it's like above the sling, then it doesn't even need to get to that point in the first place. And that's why when people are playing well, it's not like, oh, the ball just never drains for them. Well, yeah, because first off, they're not missing very much. And second off, they're doing all the nudging before where you can't really see.
Before it actually gets to the outlet.
Yeah.
So the key I think there though is in nudging, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Everything's in nudging.
And I know that the common thing is you have to build that muscle memory, right? In order to get into a habit of nudging at the appropriate time.
Yeah, no, it's hard. That is the difference that's one of the main differences, because we were just talking about this before the stream.
Yes.
Which is the jump between being a B+ player and being an A player. It is the hardest jump to make in all of pinball, like of skill, because people are like, I don't know what I'm doing wrong, right? Like what is changed between me and Keith Elton? I'm gonna improve my nudging. Upwards, or it depends. Upwards is the easiest to learn and can be the most effective a lot of the time. The steeper the game, the less effective it becomes.
Okay, that's really good to know. So if the game is set, you're on
Floaty.
location somewhere and it's set over 7 degrees, up might not be the best thing.
Yeah, you gotta figure it out. Just because when it's floaty, it touches the top of the slings a lot more than when it's very steep.
Got it. Oh, so you're saying the angle of getting into a position where you can actually...
Well, was that your
That
earbud?
was mine that just fell out.
Oh man, I left so much
Falls
on the
out.
table.
I also want to throw out, Dice says, hey, DPF, all you have to do is watch what he does, then do it during your turn. That's easy.
Yeah, easy
I'm
as that,
stepping
right?
mine up next game.
Yeah, nudging is the hardest thing to learn, but it's also the best thing to learn because it works on every game. It's not like an exclusive to Modern Sterns or an exclusive to Bally Williams's or EMs. You can do it on everything. All right.
Let's hit that kaiju battle and summon ally.
Yep, I have it on the ally.
Nope.
Uh-oh.
Got it. We're good.
All right. I'm going to shoot the spinner here, and you're not going to flip the upper flipper.
Okay, done.
Godzilla's spikes are starting to glow.
There you go.
Did the thing.
All right. Pro tip.
Reports are coming in.
Yeah, and that's the other thing that I always say is the best way to get better at pinball is to watch Keith Elwin play for a while. That helps.
That's just a rule in general. Just watch Keith
watch
Elwin.
people play, because when you watch people play, it's really easy to see what they're doing that you're not. Like, oh,
Everyone, evacuate
there you
the
go.
city.
So, I probably didn't need to nudge that, but I'm gonna try and hit that bottom. I don't think I can quite backhand it. Yeah, not quite.
Sorry, what am I hitting?
Bottom. Nice shot.
The shield is dissipating. He's vulnerable.
All right, don't miss. It's easy as that. Last time I said that, it didn't go well.
Wait, go for the multi-ball?
Wilson here. You're all a bunch of
Yeah.
nutsacks for watching someone play pinball on the computer. Are you kidding me? Come on, learn a skill.
My God.
Get a trade. I know there's a pandemic going on.
I'm so happy you can hear this. It's making me feel so good.
Pinball, like the sad guy at the bar who didn't bring any friggin' quarters. Hope you have a great day. Cheers. Thanks for watching.
Chaotix, thank you so much for that.
Thanks for the primer. That's what you say as a Twitch streamer, right?
Is that a thing?
Yeah, the primer. It's the Prime subscription. You get one, and he chose to use it on you.
Thank
an
you so
honor.
much for the primer. I like that.
Yeah.
Although I feel like it's a gray paint.
Yeah, something like that. You got to be like one of those super loud, obnoxious streamers.
Okay.
Just
I'm
hit
gonna be-
any of the blue things or the yellow.
I'm sorry, I keep going for yellow. I'm gonna
That's
work
okay.
on blue though.
There you go. Oh, I'm surprised that survived. Try and hit the scoop when you get a chance.
Can do.
Preferably before our multi-ball ends.
I'm really trying.
I can play it slow here. All right, we're good.
Got it.
Nice. We have our add a ball for later. Try and hit any but the center of the blue targets.
Any but the center.
Okay, we're good. Say, if this drains, it's not the end of the world. Okay, I'm gonna try and get it in the scoop.
Nicely done.
Okay,
I
works.
didn't hit the center, did I?
this is my shot that I gotta hit. Okay, try and hit it quick. Upper. There, I got it. Okay, so now you shoot the spinners to build
Okay.
the super. Not that like it's really worth anything. It doesn't matter. Play as aggressive as you want right now. 'Cause we have that add-a ball still.
Oh, Becca, welcome to the stream. Nice save.
Okay, now we gotta shoot the tail whip shot. Okay, maybe not worth it, but oh, okay, we got it. I don't get a lot of mecha supers, but we're back to it now.
Nice add a ball.
This is going well, if I do say so myself.
You are allowed to say that, sir.
You beat yourself.
I'd say I beat myself up fairly often.
You kind of screwed me there by holding the flipper up, but that's okay.
Well, I was trying to catch it. I apologize.
Okay,
There we go. I ruined it.
no, we're good. That was probably the best mecha I've ever played. Well, it wasn't even me.
So should I go for the kaiju battle here?
Let's go ahead and enter destruction.
Hit the destruction jackpot?
Yeah, because the lights are.
Or not?
Wow, that was quite the shot. I'll give you that.
I'm gonna blame that one on the angle.
So what do we put in for the initials? Because that's definitely the champ.
That is, you know what? That should we should put that one in for Joe or
Yeah.
EJL.
Well, no. Yeah.
Oh,
here
there we go.
Put it in
Mecha.
Joe.
So Joe, what are your initials? When you put in a high score on Guardians, what are you putting in?
Put in
JBH.
All right.
Pez, you're up next, and Pez is really easy because it's PEZ.
Nice. That's gonna be a hard one to beat
That's
until they buff Mechagodzilla because it's pretty worthless right now. But
you threw up a measly 1.3 billion.
yeah, and I
no
left
biggie.
so much. All right,
Okay.
keep us going.
Well, do you want to switch it up, or are you good with?
Sure,
first second?
we can switch it up.
All right.
Since we have to. Oh, I didn't know you could do that.
You could do that.
Cool.
I just did that and totally took it like I knew what I was doing. All right, I gotta catch up on chat. I missed out on a ton, so you keep doing your thing.
Just because I saw it in chat, he said you just got your 500 million best on Guardians.
Nice.
A solid game.
Sorry, Top Row Pinball has screaming on lockdown inside the TPN crew. Oh, okay. Let's see here. How long has a climb to number 5? Ooh, how long has your climb to number 5 taken?
14 years?
14 years to get there.
Yeah, and I sucked for a very, very long time. I was not
assuming
good.
that's just practice, right?
Yeah, believe it or not, you get better at things the more you do it. Most of the time.
What?
Yeah, I know, it's pretty wild.
That whole 10,000 hour thing actually has
Yeah,
merit?
that's like yeah, it's crazy. That's like a real thing, you know?
Fool, do you know Bex just said Jedi being silly. Dang it, it sounded just like her. So good, man. Love it. And I'm still catching up here on chat. Out of all the shots I've ever seen, that sure was one of them. Dice, I can tell you were talking about one of my shots. And I know that was minutes ago. It's okay. I'm going to blow this game up now. When are we seeing Escher on Ultraman? LOL.
Yeah, when's the what is it, Thunderbird stream coming?
Oh, man.
When are you gonna own a Thunderbirds?
I honestly would buy a Thunderbirds at this point.
That's a take for sure.
It gets miterated upon. More so than it's not the worst game ever created. It's just not a good game. And at that, you'd think that you could buy one for $2 or $3 grand, and at $2 or $3 grand for a pinball machine,
Can
I
you?
can sell that again.
Is that how much they are? I thought they were more.
I have no idea. I've never
think they're
actually
way
seen one up
more.
for sale. I'm making
Yeah,
things
because
up.
I don't think there's very many of them at all.
If forward nudging is the most important kind of nudging on flatter, more level, usually older pins, what is the most important kind of nudging on relatively steep modern pins? Wait, I got this one. Non-forward.
No, so I was actually gonna still say forward.
Okay.
Because forward's the easiest to learn. It is very applicable. Like, there is a lot of games that it will work on. That sucks. The other one is being able to understand when you need to hit something off the side. You see people do it all the time. I did it when I was like 12 and I thought I was doing something. It was like doing this and like doing moves that don't actually do anything. Because moves, you don't need to do a slide save for every move. The more contact the ball has on the game, the better, like the more a move matters. So like, if I do a slide save, the idea of the slide save is why you have to move it so much is because it's not touching anything, right? Like, that is a free floating ball. So you gotta really move like the entire play field for it to actually like do anything.
Right, that makes sense.
So when you're nudging, you can nudge like a tiny little bit. It's like the difference, right? You know, like when you're trying to like get a ball to jump a gap, right?
Yes.
You don't have to nudge it very hard at all because you have direct contact with the flipper, which is the same as like a rubber of like a slingshot or anything, or like anything on the side of the machine. So.
Okay, so still top nudging.
Yeah,
Even in a stern, that's still a key.
But make sure you're doing all types of nudging when it's actually touching something. Because if it's not touching anything, you're not doing anything. Unless there's no tilt rubber and you can, or tilt, and you can just throw the game around. But, and I saw, the other question I saw in chat was like, where was the line between an A player and a B player?
Oh, yeah, so I was just about to get to that.
And this is a hot take here, but it's probably top 50 in the world. Because there's this giant disparity between players. I can't tell you, it's never one thing, right? It's not like become a top player with this one simple trick, right? It's like you need to have everything at a decent spot to be able to compete with like Keith Elwin, right? That's why when I say A player, that's what I mean. Like you win tournaments a lot and not just like local tournaments. Like you win, you have the you're like, wow.
Oh man, that was rough.
Yeah, it's like, oh, I see your name in the Final Four of Expo. It's like, okay, yeah, that's not surprising, right? Kind of thing. And that you never miss the cut to any tournament and like all these things, right? It's like you're a player, right? That's like an A player in my mind. And that's being top 50. But again, there's people under the top 50 that I see that way. So.
Voof tried to unsub, but he's already not subbed. Oh wow, I am still so far behind. We're catching up on so much
people
chat.
keep.
Here, that's all you know.
What's worse than Thunderbirds? There was this awesome game at Pinburg I played called Bandwagon from like the 60s. That game sucked real bad. Yeah, you could buy $2 to $3 grand worth of hammers and rope, hang them from the ceiling, and walk, hitting your head repeatedly. I mean, that's like Thunderbirds, right? Right after you get a, oh yeah, Popeyes is bad, but it's not Thunderbirds bad. Like there's some redeeming qualities.
I took 3 shots, by the way, which was right ramp, left ramp,
scoop. Nice.
Boom, efficiency.
Do I know Eagle McMahon? He's a big disc golfer from Colorado. Talking about disc golf, I've been doing a lot of disc golf myself. I've been playing a lot. It's a lot of fun.
Disc golf is so much fun.
Yeah.
And yeah, now that you're out here, I'm assuming you've done Adora?
I have not actually. I need to go do that.
Oh my God, you have to go do Adora. That's the course I've done. I've probably done that course 200 times.
Yeah, I gotta go. I haven't really, every time I've gone disc golfing, I've gone with,
But I got that shot.
You did?
That shot.
That's what matters. Is being a professional pinball player as a full-time career? Nope, not at all, not even a little bit. The closest anyone has been is Keith Elwin, and that's because he became a designer, but that was after. It wasn't because he was a player, it was because he was a great designer as well.
Right, and that's just because there's not enough money in the tournaments.
Yeah, like Keith was the closest because he would win Pinburg almost every year, and that was 15 grand for first. And even then, I mean, you could almost live on that, maybe, but not really. There's no sponsorships.
Well, and
you're not going to win every time.
Yeah,
like,
you're not going to win. There's the travel to get out there. You have to pay taxes on it.
Yeah.
I'll keep going.
The
here.
B player range for me is anyone that has the ability to win a tournament but is not consistent, right? So like, you know, a lot of local players are those B players, right? Like in your arcades, right? You have these players that are incredible sometimes, and a lot of the times they are, but they're still missing just something. And then you put them in a big tournament, they never do well because it's not like playing location.
Right, right. They got used to the machines, or they fold under pressure. So I'm curious, how much does playing under pressure come into that level of play?
A lot more than people think, I'm pretty sure. Enough so that I would make it as one of the highest, like that is one of the biggest skills of pinball, is being able to walk up to a game, being down X amount of points, and being able to actually not just crumble and lose.
Right, right. Not get up there to go hit shots and suddenly just you're done. You feel
over.
defeated
And
already.
You know it too. Like when you're playing, anyone that's played in a tournament knows. You know when you're out. Your brain tells you. Like it's not like, oh, I'm out. That's a surprise. Like you know it's coming.
Yep.
I guess there are some players that just don't pay attention to like anything besides the game. But even then,
Fliptronic wants to know if you also enjoy bowling.
I'm okay at bowling. It's not like my thing. I haven't bowled since I was like a kid, but again, when I went to the bowling alley in Seattle, when I was on the vacation, I would go to my grandma's house every year. I would always look forward to it because they had a pinball machine in the arcade and not because I was bowling. So now a lot of pinball players are bowlers though. Eric Stone from Florida is really good. Like really, really good. I think he's done like a bunch of 300s.
Oh, like that kind of makes sense, right?
Yeah. Raymond Davidson, surprise, surprise, is also really good at bowling.
I did not know that.
I'm pretty sure he is.
Voof used to bowl.
Nice.
Okay, so higher peanut, D players represent. The D in D players stands for drain. I'm right there with you. Let's see here. Voof loves that pressure.
Yeah, no, I mean that's like why people play pinball, right? You like to be stressed out of your minds.
Okay, so why do you play pinball? I'm gonna jump on this one first. The thing I like most about pinball is it's me versus the machine. And I get, not in competitive, right? There's all these other things that come into play in competitive, right? Like it's the location, it's the fact that somebody else just put up a huge score. But when it's just me at home, if I want to get better, it's just me. Like,
yep.
and I love that about the game. Like I can get better if I spend the time and I learn and I continue trying to refine my skills on it. That for me is what I like so much about pinball.
Yeah.
That and the art is really cool.
And I think that's that's very similar to a lot of things that people play, like like fighting games, rhythm games, all of that, right?
I could see rhythm games, sure, but fighting games?
Yeah, it's the same way. Except in fighting games, you're putting yourself against someone else, right?
Well, but you're always fighting somebody else.
Yeah. So I guess that is a little bit different, right?
Yeah.
But like rhythm games is a great example, I think, because when you're playing a rhythm game, you can feel yourself improving. That's why people play.
No. I think that is a perfect comparison. Rhythm games, it's not competitive, although I'm sure there are competitive rhythm games out there, but it's you versus the machine.
Yep. And that's what's great.
Arthur Pendragon says, I used to be great at Atari 2600 Bowler. That counts, right? Sure, totally. Beat Saber, says Dice. Now, is Beat Saber a rhythm game?
It is.
Okay.
Well, it's kind of hard until you actually play it yourself, but you do get scored on every single note you hit, which also, the scoring doesn't make a lot of sense for me. I've only played a couple times. I'm just taking this multi-ball because my next mode is a...
I got stuck in there again.
That's true.
Hey, that's the way to do that.
Oops.
And MPT3K, welcome to the stream. George, tell Escher I said hello, and if he needs any pinball tips, just Discord him.
Yeah,
so earlier when I was talking about cameras and how if Manu was here right now, he would tell me that like George stop making up words and say that the mic is hot or something. That's MPT3K right there. That's the guy.
He has MP3 in his name, man.
He does. It's Mystery Pinball Theater as opposed to Mystery Science Theater 3000.
But yeah, if you ever have any incredibly niche or any pinball questions at all that you need answering, you can always DM me on Discord. I will get back to you in 30 seconds to 4 hours.
At some point. So, sorry, Escher, do you have a Discord?
I do.
You have a Discord?
I don't have a Discord server, but you can find me on
got
the
it.
IFTA or Raymond.
Okay, got it.
I lurk. I use Discord all the time.
Is it still Stevo Pub, or do you feel comfortable? Okay.
I think it's like 2678, I believe.
2678. I'm putting that in there. So.
I mean, yeah, our Discord DMs. Just.
Oh my God, yeah. We have literally been chatting.
So.
I can just grab that. Hold on, I'm gonna figure that out. 2 seconds here, peeps.
Yeah. So again, if you have any questions or again like niche rule set things, I can probably help you with that. And that's the one thing a lot of people like think about and do. It's like, oh, I don't want to give away all my like secrets, right? Because it's like I'm gonna use this in a tournament. There's only a few things that like I wouldn't just tell anyone because they have like major, like you shouldn't do them in tournaments kind of thing. Like there's this one on Johnny Mnemonic I'm not going to say, that will make it completely useless as a tournament game if people knew about it.
So it's more about etiquette than it is you're concerned about somebody using that strategy.
Yeah, it's like I'll never use that.
I absolutely love that mentality. It's the same thing for streaming and pinball playing. It was one of the few things that really got me into the hobby. Was the first time I went into a league, and I'm playing competitively against these other people. I know. Oh man, that sucks. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I saw it coming. That's why I started holding the button.
Right.
I was like, this doesn't feel good.
And I'm sitting there playing competitively with other people, and I say competitively. Let's just assume that it was a competition, not that I was playing competitively at the time. I still can't do that, but what was cool is I had people stopping me when I trapped up and being like, dude, do you know the rules to this game? Let me walk you through a few things.
Yeah, no.
And I had people literally walking me through how to beat them in a game, in a tournament.
Yeah, no, like that. And I mean, that's awesome in pinball, right? Because if you are the better player, then you will be able to apply that rules better than a guy that just started playing.
Exactly.
Right?
It's so great.
So that's the story I always say about that is I was at IFPA in Italy, and I was playing against people from, where was it? I don't remember which country, but they did not have access to a Beatles, right? And if you don't know how to play Beatles, and don't know how to like pick your song or anything, like you are screwed. Like you cannot win, because if you don't pick multi-ball on ball 3, you cannot beat someone else. Like that multi-ball, but it's a guarantee, right? Everyone gets it. So I could have said nothing and just let it up to like that 1 in 3 chance that they don't pick the blue mode, right? But that's, that's stupid.
That is bad pony owning, as I like to say on here.
So,
Escher confirmed ethical strats only. Okay. And it's the same thing with streaming. I feel like I'm gonna throw this out there, but like the idea of learning a tech or learning how to do something and not sharing that with the community so everybody can figure out how to do some cool scene switch,
like
or if you want bokeh or if you want something else, like holding on to that tech, it's
like, you
silly.
can do it, but it's like, also it's fun being able to brag sometimes, like, yeah, that's my thing, right? Like that's another part of it. It's like sharing something cool that you found is something about being in a sport, right?
Right. Oh.
Wow, I got
Don't
2
tilt,
for
don't
that.
Tilt.
More of not like bragging, but being able to say like, I contribute this to the community, right? Like that feels good, being able to say like, I improved something,
Right. Yeah. Absolutely. So I got to catch back up with chat here. Started. Oh nope. Hold up. Wow. Jedi, you get better by learning ball control skills and practicing these and playing with people that are more skilled than you and watching them and trying to study the timing of how they control the ball, learning to shoot less on the fly and showing the ball, slowing the ball down so it's not so wild all the time. I like that.
Yeah, so the number one thing in pinball that I always say is that you will always miss a drain. That is a given, right? But it comes down to how often do you get to miss?
Right.
Right? And if the answer is I die after I miss, then you need to slow everything down, kinda, right? Like if you play controlled and you play smart, then a lot of the times it will go better for you than if you were to just flail around wildly.
What bothers me is how there are people who consistently stay in the top 50 and don't play like that.
It's okay, you can say Andre's name.
Okay, Andre Massinkov.
But
exactly.
You see, there is no one else like him. He is his own breed, man.
He's his own thing. I love that.
And he's way past that 10,000 hour mark. Like, and even now, like if you watch Andre play, like new Andre is not like old Andre. New Andre is still way more like aggressive, but he still cradles up in multi-ball. He still plays smart. He takes it slow sometimes, right? He has his own thing. And once you're that good and that accurate, you can have your own thing. You don't have to play like the boring way like everyone else,
Yeah.
Be your own player.
Yeah, so Andre has streamed with, speaking of MPT3K, has streamed at Free Gold Watch with Manu several times, because I think he's out there in the San Francisco
area. Yes, he
area.
is. And that's also another reason why he's so good, is that he lives in California, and everyone from California is pretty good. And if you live in a place like Colorado, California, Chicago, all these places where you have all these incredible players, you don't have a choice when you play in a local tournament that can I be casual and still win? You're not going to win.
Yeah,
I'm
you
sorry.
are
You gotta.
playing with
You're
tops.
playing. You know, you can't expect that you're going to win a tournament where both Carl and Jim Balsito are in. Like, you're not going to win.
Mm-hmm.
One of them is going to win, and most likely both of them will be in the finals, right?
Ha.
So
Voof said the same thing you just said at the same time about Jim.
yeah, well, it is true, and it's the same thing here in Colorado. You will see Walt, and you will see Dino in almost every Denver tournament finals. You know,
Yep.
like, and you don't.
Oh, I
You'll-
mean, don't forget the Escher and Adam guys too.
Yeah, those guys as well. I mean, in Denver though, we don't really go to that many locals in Denver. We go to the big ones, right? But we don't go to like
Seriously,
the
for a
monthlies.
moment there, and I'm like, no, there's somebody else who shows up, and it's kind of like, oh crap, the like good pinball. Oh wait, it's you.
Yeah. So, and there is a level to it, right? Like if you're going to a monthly and you see like you're here to have fun with friends and play pinball, you don't want to play Keith or sorry, you don't want to play Donovan or you don't want to play Walt, and that's completely fair. Right? If you're there to have fun, but then if you're there to have fun and that, then it's like, you know, you got to pick sometimes. You know, you can't have it all that way, you know? Oh, I don't know. Damn you, Keith. But that is 100% on Keith for having, or it's not Keith. I think it's actually Dean Grover from Colorado. Wow, thank you, Mothra.
Yeah, that was nice. Mothra coming to the rescue.
Yeah.
I'm
not-
going
it's
pure
not
Mothra at this point forward.
You're right. Mothra is actually the best team up. I've seen the light. No, it's because there's a light show and I couldn't see which one I was on. So yeah, and yeah, if you see Colin and Rob all the time, then you don't have a choice. You're playing them, man. Like they're really good. So if you're gonna be a top player, then you got to get better, and that's what makes people improve at anything, really.
Wait, replying to Fargo. Sorry, I missed something here. I had a guy beat his wife over. Oh my gosh, Fargo. Oh, ouch. So Fargo is another streamer who streams out in North Dakota and has a location with a whole bunch of great games.
Wait, people live in North Dakota? I thought they had like the one thing and that was it.
Just the movie, and that's pretty much it, right?
Yeah, they got like what? The presidents carved into the wall? That's North Dakota.
That's South Dakota.
Oh, that's South Dakota?
Yeah, you're talking about Rushmore?
Oh, so then North Dakota is like, I live close to Canada, right?
Yeah, I think so, actually.
Yeah, exactly. That's not even the best Dakota. Imagine being in Dakota and not even living in the interesting one.
But that really sucks to hear, man. I'm so sorry, Fargo.
Yeah, and that's the other thing is like, if you're in a tournament, practice good etiquette. I know you were saying that we should come back to it, and let's
Yeah.
make that now.
Okay, so
Moving games back, that's another big thing.
number
And
one.
don't be a dickhead. It's
Done.
not that hard.
Number two, don't be a dick. And I'm saying that. That's my swear word for tonight.
Yeah. Like, you don't have to rage tilt every ball. Like, you don't have to do that.
It bothers me when I see people rage tilt.
It bothers everyone, and yet, you know, it's just like a thing, right? And it gets worse, right? And you being able to, like, be a TD and you have the choice to say people to not do that, I mean, it's not a bad idea to just kill it when it's earlier, you know?
Yep.
But I get it. There's like a line between like trying to save the ball, of course, and you know, actually rage tilting. But I had a ball cradled and I didn't have enough time to hit my right flipper twice on the 2-stage, so I got 2x instead of had a ball. But
More
that's
than
okay.
anything,
That was
the-
still like 200 million.
The rage tilt to me feels like this is somebody's game, right? Like somebody bought this,
Yeah.
and the game gets tilted often, but that's while playing, and it's like, oh no,
That's-
I'm so sorry.
Well, I still got it dried up really fast, but I got a lot of points really quickly, so it was okay.
I mean, it's not a bill, so.
Yeah, I got another ball though.
Oh yeah, okay. Whew! All right, I got my work's cut out for me here. Don't be a Richard is your swear. Don't be a Richard is your swear word. DPF. I don't understand that statement. Is that
Well,
a Tommy Boy
No,
reference?
so people that are named Dick, will go by Richard, or is it the other way around?
They're Richard, and their nickname would be Dick.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
So then saying Richard is essentially saying Dick. So you can bypass that. We all have, yeah. So, yeah, no, rage tilting is always a thing. And that's like, as a top player, like all top players, I think, have that responsibility to definitely not rage tilt, because you're setting an example for people that are trying to get better. All right, because a lot of the time people that rage tilt, they're mad at themselves more than anything because they're not playing well, right?
Right.
And if you watch Keith Elwin, when he loses a tournament, he walks away from the game and shakes the guy's hand and says, "Good game."
Right.
Like,
how awesome is that? Like
and,
somebody who can control their emotions and
the
not...
majority of top players do that, and I think it's really important that they continue to do that because, you know, like Joe Schmo, who's been playing pinball for 2 months, right? That just this is his first tournament, and then he gets, you know, watches like a top player lose and then like complain and rage tilt, and I mean that's not a good.
No, exactly.
That's not
like
make
what
him
kind
wanna
of
come
precedent
back,
are you setting right
right? So George having things explained to him by the 18-year-old. Yeah, but
yeah,
it's
but
not,
it's
that,
Escher.
That age doesn't matter because I've been playing for 16 years and you've been playing for
4 total.
4 total. So there you go.
Yeah.
So that's, you should change it so it's the 14-year-old experienced player is telling the
the noob, complete noob, how
You're
to
not
go.
complete noob. You can drop catch better than the majority of players.
But
You just don't
add to
apply
that,
it
also,
correctly.
your dad has been playing this for a long time. So
Yeah.
it's not just your personal experience, it's all the things that your dad has taught you over time as well. Nice nudge, man. Oh, shoot.
Boo! George, your game sucks, man. I don't get to do shit. That was a great save. That was the up and down I was talking about. See, you got to do it before it goes into the alley, and I went it before. But I tilted because your game isn't earplugged. But that's okay.
It's
That's
not.
fine.
It's not earplugged. I need to get earplugs.
Yeah, so we're gonna do an Amazon stream where we're gonna go to your Amazon and order a 100-pack of earplugs. Can someone donate 240 bits so we can order that? I know money's tight right now because of like the whole pandemic or anything, but and earplugs are really expensive. So if that $2.40 will go a really long way. Yeah, mail him some in a letter. That would be perfect. You literally need 1 earplug. You can put in 4 games if you.
Why can't I find that shot right now? There it is. Nope. That was it.
Yeah, it
that
worked
was,
out.
That was it.
It was all part of the plan.
Obviously. So we're gonna.
No, you stayed, man.
Oh, stay in Tokyo.
Or actually, I guess it doesn't really matter.
Yeah,
so when
'cause
you
I
stay,
didn't
you got to go
complete.
back to Ebro. That makes sense.
Yes.
I understand.
You understand
it wasn't
the
worth
method to
swapping
the
it.
madness. I didn't want to waste a city.
You're free from work. You can give a few hundred. You know, I think he's okay. You're like moving into a house soon or something. Or?
I am.
Usually people that move into houses from apartments usually can afford the $2.40 it costs to order earplugs.
I think I'm okay, but you know what? I ski-doo because I don't know if you guys know this, but I didn't. TMNT didn't come with a tilt bob.
Yeah,
so,
you would move it around.
So I would move the tilt bob around. It's not that I didn't want to buy a new tilt bob. It was just that the thought of buying a tilt bob literally never entered my mind. So I ski-doo bought me a tilt bob and shipped it to my house. He just hit me up one day. He's like, George, what's your address? I'm like, I sent him my address. And suddenly a tilt bob showed up. I'm like, that's thinking, right? Like that makes a lot of sense.
Marco Pinball just like sell those? For...
Yeah, no. It wasn't expensive is the thing. It was just...
I'm kind of the same way. Ordering things, it takes like that extra step of like, oh, this would be nice to... I'll do this later kind of thing. There's like a disconnect between that. And then it's like, oh, I gotta actually like pay for this as well. It's just like, that's like the level of like, you know, like mobile game companies, right? The way that they get you to spend a lot of money is that they try and disconnect between you and like putting your credit card in, right? So like on most mobile games, or a lot of those like microtransaction things, right? Once you put in your credit card once, you don't have to ever again. Right?
Oh,
So now
that's
that
their goal.
they broke the gap, right? Now
Right.
all you have to do is tap the button and click accept, right? That's the end goal, right? Which is, scummy, but it works, right? I mean, capitalism, why not?
Oh my God, just go in the hole.
Don't start your mode. Okay, think about it. You can restart your mode and not start multi-ball right now.
I could.
And you're down over 1 billion, so you really need to bring in an ally for this and a mode.
Okay.
And when you swap, you should swap cities because Ebra you've already gotten your ally from. Okay, flip once more on the right. There you go.
Do the add a ball,
Now
not
you're
the
on
2x.
the green one, which is the one you want.
Right, now hit the kaiju.
Yes.
Got it. Totally
You
worked.
can shoot the spinner if you're not feeling the left ramp.
No, I'm feeling that left
Okay,
ramp right
then
now.
hit it.
Definitely feeling that right
There
there.
you go. And then bump over. Okay, now flip twice. Beautiful.
Got
There you
it.
go. Okay, so now you should swap cities.
I'm gonna swap cities and get that bonus, right?
Yeah, you just want to be able to start a different mode that you can get. You get Titanosaurus is good. And then
Titanosaurus.
now you bring in your multi-ball.
Right.
You have your out-of-ball already prepped, so if everything's going well, you can start 2x, and you have that other out-of-ball as well that you will be able to get to.
Okay. And
All you have to do is not miss this shot. It's okay, you got another try at it. Okay,
fine,
this
it's
is
fine.
an easier shot.
it
There
is
you
so
go.
much easier. I got it. Okay. There's no pressure at all right
It's only
here.
$1.
Pressure. Don't miss this shot. That's all you have to do. Don't miss it.
Yeah. Casinos too, yeah. The online casinos I think are the same way. It's only
Fliptronic.
$1. It's only one. Exactly, right? You spend the first dollar, the second dollar is. It looks like some viewer sent you. So make sure you're shooting the flashing blue.
Right.
Stand up. This game is hard because you have to balance so many things going on at the same time. Because it's like, oh, do I need to get my out-of-ball? Do I need to get my mode? Do I need to play my regular multi-ball? Like, you gotta make some tricky decisions. Sure you use, yeah, you have. You should hit your spinner here to prep your button. Your button's not blue yet. You need to hit the spinner. I'll do it for you.
Please do.
There you go. Okay, now shoot. You have your 2x ready on the scoop.
Yeah. There we go.
Okay.
We're doing the thing.
So flick it into the scoop, it starts 2x. I mean, that was close. I mean, that worked out, right? You should stage flip the right once when you shoot it. Okay, this is fine. Now if you flick it in, it's 2x. Nice. Okay, now you're in the money. Remember, you have like so many out-of-balls here. It is not worth taking the danger here, man.
All right. No. Good point.
I'm coaching you.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
hit your button. Nice. Okay, you're good. You have
I hit
another
the button.
out-of-ball on
It's
the
fine.
spinner. Do you have non-pinball friends? Yes, the majority of my friends are
Our
non-pinball friends.
non-pinball. Oh my God.
You have one shot at that spinner. You can backhand it. Ah, nearly.
Wow.
Okay, you're fine.
I hit the scoop.
Yo,
though.
you're in a level 2. You should pick the bottom one because you can get the most points in it.
Okay. So this is King Ghidorah and Gigan.
And Anguirus. Even though you don't have Anguirus, you have Rodin.
Oh, I have to click it. I don't. Can you click that? I don't know what
let's see.
happens.
I don't know what ying.com is. Let's see. There you go. Just boxes off boxes. Yeah, so we're gonna do a address giving away stream. Exclamation point enter to enter into the raffle. So you need switch hits right now.
Okay, that's it.
Yeah. Exclamation point enter and to get into the raffle to win George's address.
What is going on?
So okay, well, so you can pick fight or flee. You should fight because you haven't built any jackpots. So you hit the button to start click for.
What, this button?
Yes. So you get added time, and then now you have to hit switches again. So you have to hit every shot except for the center to like build the value.
That
Damn.
nudged out.
Yeah.
I got really close though to a billion. If you multiplied my score times
Yeah,
that by 10.
if you played that mode the right way, you can get a billion in it.
Okay.
Play one more game.
Let's do it. Oh, it's 11:38. We got 20 minutes. Oh, that's
Yeah.
one more game.
That's one more game.
That's
man.
one more game. Oh my gosh. So do you have, okay, there we go. Invite them to an escape room, Waffle. I did an escape room. Waffleberry Avenue, Denver, Colorado, 45376. Okay.
Oh, because Stern Insider, you really don't have to do that. It's not even that you clicked it 3 times. It's that when you click it once, it adds
It's
code.
once and then the second, yeah,
Man,
it
you
adds
guys-
then player 3.
Like, I understand the thought process there, but you have to understand how drilled this is in our minds.
Yeah,
hit the
to hit
button
for
twice.
2. Keep it going for a couple minutes. I have to use the bathroom.
All right. Yeah, no, a lot of my friends are not pinball people. I have a lot of pinball people that are friends, right? But I mean, I just don't expect them to get pinball. It's like, you come to my house, I have games, right? I have a cool like game room that you can, and yet at the end of the day, but what we used to have like the arcade race car games in our place, and at the end of the day, those were always the most popular, and the foosball table, which it's whatever. If you're not really here to think about anything, that's the way to go. My buddies the other day, they swear I only pushed it twice. Yep. Oh well, I guess I'm starting a mode. I don't want to play Guy again. No, I'll still go Ebera. Stick to the plan. Stick to the plan until you can't stick to the plan anymore. Uh-oh. Double uh-oh. So. Most of my non-pin friends are very mad at the arcade when they're over. Yeah, and at the end of the day, pinball sucks when you're good. Or like, you don't even have to be good. Like, if you can keep the ball alive longer than the average person, it's no fun to play with people because you sit there and you play, like even like a medium ball is like 5 minutes, right? They have no idea what's going on. They can't appreciate what's happening. So it's just like, oh wow, that's cool, man. So most of the time when I have non-pinball friends, like I'll just, stand and watch, where it's like, and then, or you take them to an EM, right? Because in EM, every ball is short, and you can just kind of boot it up and play. So, play competitive barnyard. Yeah. So, that's like it's not even like a downside, it's just like part of the thing. Pinball's weird. You gotta be a specific type of person to get it. And a lot of people aren't that person, and that's okay.
Most of my non-pin friends are very meh at my arcade when they're over, unless you're playing competitive barnyard. On the P3, is that the barnyard game you're talking about?
Yeah, I haven't actually ever played the P3.
Not even at Expo?
No. I saw one at Expo, but there was a line on it, and I kind of wanted to play the premium Godzilla.
Right.
And I didn't have that long of a break, because it was like...
Right. You constantly had battles.
That's a bummer with Expo, is that like, this year, it took a while for like things to be open in the main area.
That was really frustrating, because there was one day where things didn't open until... Was it like 6 o'clock at night?
Yeah, it was like the Stern event was at like 6 or like, it was 4, I think. But still, it's like, when it comes to the actual like random games there, it was definitely the weakest it's ever been. Because like Expo, when I'm saying weakest, it was still good, but like Expo used to have like a couple hundred games there of just like people bringing their stuff in. But with COVID, it was obviously a lot different, right?
Right.
where there wasn't quite the same selection that there usually was.
Ooh, that's a double. Nice one.
Uh-oh. Not quite.
You're pretty close to center.
Yeah, the extra attorney. It's like, you guys really couldn't give us any more room? Like,
yeah, it was that
come on,
little,
guys.
almost like hallway. They could have just moved the walls out
Yeah, there was
a little
plenty
bit.
of room. There was plenty of extra room, but I guess they probably put the tournament walls up first before they realized how many. Yeah, locker room vibe, a little bit. But yeah, no, the tournament area was great once like a lot of the people cleared out on like the second day or like the second finals day, because all the people that were out were either like not there or doing other stuff or playing classics, or I mean, it was a lot nicer. But like qualifying day and first day of finals, I stayed in I kind of like was either in the booth or I wasn't there, kind of thing.
Right.
So, but the lights were the issue? Yeah, because I had to turn all the lights off. And that's fair enough, I guess. I don't know. Who knows? But next year they had plenty of criticism. And they were kind of just going with whatever they could work with, so.
Sorry, you're saying that they were criticized on the tournament?
Yeah, well, it's just because it was really cramped, right? I think
Right.
that was the only criticism people had.
Yeah, the number of games that people brought, I feel like, was pretty weak. Like,
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying.
Rocky Mountain Pinball Showdown had a better selection of home brought games.
Yeah, because the McCarthy's carriage.
Right, yeah. That's a really good point.
It's like the Rocky Mountain McCarthy Showdown, because all their games play. That's the other thing, is their games play like awesome.
Yeah.
Like they're all perfect, everything that you could want in a game. So playing them is a lot of fun. But then you can just, go to Blizzard Mountain. This is player 3.
Right.
You want to split?
Oh,
flip
player
it?
3. That's right.
Yes.
Done.
So, yeah. But yeah, no, I think with Expo, it was just like a weird timing for everyone. I assume next year it'll be very different. And I think a lot of people didn't like trust the new location.
Oh, right. Like they changed the.
Yeah, so I think for a lot of people, they weren't like super hyped until they saw like pictures of the venue.
Right.
I'm gonna miss that old place.
That was my first expo.
That was?
Yep.
Yeah, I feel like we talked about this already.
Yep.
But
all right.
ramps.
Ramps.
So
I can do that.
there we go.
Okay. Okay.
I keep going later and later and later, and it's just never late enough.
There it is. Nicely done.
Yeah, the new spot was great. Only issue, concrete floors. Not a huge fan, but after Pinburg, it doesn't faze me as much as it used to. Rest in peace, Pinburg.
There it is.
I'll never forget you, Pinburg.
Sorry.
That's okay.
I couldn't tell. I'm like, is that going down the middle? I'm moving.
It was like close. You probably had to like move it a little bit, but it's kind of hard with the split flipper. Yeah. New spot.
You get to adjust all of your angles. It's
Yeah.
very fun though. And yeah, so are you going to a TPF?
No, because the tournament was already like I didn't have a spot in the tournament.
Got it.
And it's like I'm gonna save my travels for tournaments.
Yeah, nope, that makes sense.
At the end of the day, that is the main reason I play pinball, is to compete.
Sure.
Let's run the concrete floors if on feet. Well, let me tell you about the if they have feet part of your statement, Jordan, because they did not have feet. And you did a slide save. First off, they weren't tilty at all. And that's great. I love non-tilty games because you have the ability to do a lot more. But without feet, man, every move was like you were end of the world saving, you know? Oh my goodness. I can't see anything.
Kind of like when you're in a car garage and you're just trying to park your car, but it sounds like you're braking at 80 miles an hour.
Yeah. That's a good example, actually. So, and concrete floors hurt after a while. Especially if you're standing
just
for
standing
3
on it.
days. Uh-oh. Yeah, that does get a little old as well. But I can get past all of that as long as your tournament is good. And Expo does that.
Sesh is a rubber feet on every surface champion.
Yeah. Yeah, it does. It takes a while to get used to not being on rubber feet.
I think I'm going to have to get rubber feet because I'm moving to wood floors that I actually have to care about.
Yeah. If you have to care about the wood floors, then yes, you should rubber feet. And it's like the same as this. Like, if I was doing this and I didn't look, I'd be like, this is either like a carpet or feet. Like, if it's carpet, then you don't need rubber feet.
Right.
So, what else am I? Expo. Uh-oh. Yeah.
Okay, Pinball Life has good ones.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know any brands because I think my dad got like a set for like 60 games back in like the 1900s or whatever. But
All right, so you just started Train?
no, that's Bridge.
That's Bridge, okay.
I just started on that flipper because my locks are lit as well. So the building was up.
And you got 2x because Rodan joined the battle.
Yes, because I got halfway through this mode and do I have my button? Oh, I do. Oh, I missed.
Ooh, nice add-a-ball.
Come on. There we go. Okay, get some double supers. That was like.
Nice 3 shots there. That was gorgeous.
Get one more. Oh,
Ooh, you got a ball save. You're good. You're fine.
48.
No biggie.
One more. I can get a couple more because I keep draining, so it's pausing the timer. So that's the only time Bridge is worth a lot. Is if you have 2x running and you can button, so you get a bunch of time on your super. Pretty colors as well. See, I'm so used to pretty colors in pinball meaning super bands, and I am not a fan of super bands personally. They look really nice.
Titans also look nice.
That is true. I don't have much experience on Titans.
I almost put Titans on here, but
No, and it's the regulars. I mean,
But the Titans are so pretty. I'm literally saying.
Yeah, but you're ruining the game.
Yeah.
It's not the way that Keith designed it to be played.
All right. I will not adjust this game yet until I have to replace the rubbers, and then Titans are going on.
No, then you rotate them halfway. Or,
This would look really good though, maybe with some green flipper rubbers.
man, really? Green? That's your choice?
So not just Titan, but struggling with the color. Wait, what did I go with? Hold on. I just bought them.
No, don't ruin it, man. Your gameplay's great.
All of the Titan rubbers right here. Got a whole thing full of them. George Ruins Pinball. Thanks, Madhu. So I got red, I got green, I got pink, purple, blue.
How about the regular black stern ones? Are there any in there?
I have an entire bag of black stern ones I've taken off of other games.
Wow. If you're not doing anything with those, I wouldn't hate to have extra for my awesome home playing games.
Just the black stern rubbers.
Or the red ones. They're kind of the same, really.
All right, internet. What are your thoughts on Titans?
I'm going to run, that's one of my to-do things when I'm not on school because I have a semester off. I'm going to make a program that can flip the ball from an in lane the same way almost over and over and over again. I'm gonna try them with all the different rubbers to prove super bands mess with more than regular ones.
Now, granted, these, by the way, are the non-bouncy Titans.
Okay. So, I mean, I don't know Titans that well.
Okay, Wind Raider loves Titans. As long as he doesn't take off his belt. Oh my god, my belt popped. Like, middle of the stream, it just broke. Like, it's not working that hard. My pants are like, there's a sizable difference between my pants with the belt activated and where things are. It's not putting that much pressure, but it just snapped. So anyway, that's the background there. CNK would rather watch a mediocre pinball player play pinball. Green or blues from Sesh would be great. I have both.
Flippers, I'm gonna see if I like them more than rubbers, so TBD. Okay, whatever Jordan says is probably a good take because I know he has the same opinion on super bands as me, which is something ain't right.
With super bands, got it.
Yes.
I think I'm right there with you guys on that, but Titans, I think the non-bouncy Titans are really good.
Yeah, so at home, on a lot of our games, if they're not regular, they are Saturns?
I've never even heard of Saturn.
What are they called? I don't remember. It's the one that IFPA uses. I don't remember. Can someone fact check me? What are the IFPA sponsored ones? Because I think they're called Saturns. They're called something Planet. It might be Titans, and I'm just losing my mind. But I swear to God, there's something else.
MJ R8 Peanut. I feel like that actually says something that I've never been able to figure out. Titans are great after about 10 games of breaking in. That sounds good. And Durbin lost the interwebs, but is back with us now. Yeah, okay, and Sesh confirmed they are Saturn.
Yes, okay. So a lot of our games still have Saturns because we had our games in IFPA 11, like,
Wait, you guys
back.
haven't replaced the rubbers since IFPA 11?
No, we don't play that much on our games. Enough to replace the rubbers. Could we just rotate them the first time or then clean them?
Oh.
Because
I feel like I'm doing way too much on my games because I replace the rubbers every 6 months regardless of plays. Because I also don't
a lot of the times they're probably fine, man. Man, can I hit the building consistently? That's like my major issue tonight. Is doing that over and over and over and over again.
I do want to throw out on the Pro, it doesn't have the 2 bars because it doesn't go up and down.
No,
so it's
it
a bigger
does have
hole.
something. But it's not, it's definitely tighter on this than it is on the Pro, but there's still something for it to not be clean on.
Yep.
Okay, so I have my button prepped, so I'm gonna play this one. This one's really good with your button. Is it? Or
Okay,
is that
so
my
this is
green
the one
button?
where you can get
You can
billion.
get all. Yeah, you can get a billion. It's just not realistic. I'll be honest.
Well, earlier you made it sound like I could have gotten a billion,
Oh,
but
I
now
mean-
it's unrealistic.
I mean, I'm not saying you couldn't get a billion on it, but you definitely couldn't get a billion on it if you don't know what you're doing.
Right, okay.
So I've hit enough switches, so all the shots are yellow except for the center, which is red. The red is my collect yellow builds.
Oh, that makes so much more sense.
So
Hit all
you see
of
it
the
adds
shots.
2.5 million, but then it says the multiplier at the top. So every shot adds a multiplier and then adds a little bit of value. So the idea is you hit all the yellow shots like I did. So now the red's available. Oh, I was on double. I didn't need to do that. So enjoying Godzilla so far? Very much so.
I think so.
My first owner, South Park, has all original rubbers. Yeah, because that game has a lot of posts.
So
as
I
well.
see you cleaning the sides.
Because I am
like,
a
is
sweaty
that,
person.
Okay.
in
But
our
is that
etiquette.
number 3? So number 1 was if you
That's
tilt
like
the
a
game.
Escher Lefkoff etiquette.
Okay.
Jason Wardrick complained about it once, and then it's become.
Now you just do it.
He was like, he has the coined Escher Lefkoff paper towel in the pocket maneuver, which is when he is playing me, he will get some paper towels or a rag or something, so he will wipe it down thoroughly after I play. But yeah, I don't know. I think I do have a sweating something. because it's a little outrageous sometimes. It's not like armpit though. It's like just my hands.
Okay, so Titanosaur is which shots?
The stand-ups. The blues.
The blues. Oh my god, why did I choose that?
It's 5 shots, and those shots really aren't that dangerous if you hit them from a cradle.
I like that. I like that.
Yep. Yes, I don't know. Yeah. That's the main thing that I struggled with when I was playing in Australia on their tournaments. Is all of their games had super bands.
All had what?
Super bands.
Oh.
It takes a while to get used to them because they play very different. Like you can live catch everything, every in lane. If it's fast enough, you just hold the flipper up and it'll stop. And a lot of the times they'll dead bounce and it will either go into the sling or it won't bounce at all.
Okay.
So. All right, don't miss.
That doesn't help me with the just don't miss. The Living Arcade rating us with 8 people. Thank you so much.
You missed, man.
I know.
It's okay, you're getting her shot at it. You missed again.
Yeah, thank you.
Here, shoot scoop here. Or actually, go get my locks lit, or our locks lit.
I like this, I like this.
And then if it's on mine, I'm gonna lock a ball. If it's on yours, you should shoot the scoop. You like moved the game and I wasn't on the flipper button anymore.
I moved,
Yeah,
literally
I was
moved your hand. Just don't move. Thank you. Yeah, just don't miss, George.
Okay, don't shoot the center until you hit the scoop.
Okay, I'm gonna hit the scoop off the plunge. I got this right here.
All right.
Nope.
Don't flip.
Got
Good
it.
job.
Woohoo! I hit an A shot. I'm feeling really, really happy with myself here. Okay, so now trap up. Which one are we going with? Titanosaur? Yeah. So with the multi-ball, that makes sense.
All right, try and just drop catch with the ramp.
Totally worked.
Okay, that works out.
So obviously the intention there.
It's all part of the plan.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so hit all of the stand-ups to complete the
I
mode.
will worry about the stand-ups.
Okay.
You need to shoot the spinner twice, the center spinner twice.
Center spinner twice. Got it.
I'll worry about the center button as well.
George hits into the sling into lock, and we'll never miss again. Nope.
Okay, just try and. Oh, I didn't really. Wow, we had our out of ball lit very quickly. Yeah, just try and hit the regular center spinner.
Trying.
It's kind of hard with this many balls in play.
Got it. A little. Got it. Yeah.
There we go.
Ah, nice.
You're gonna hit the spinner, try and get a good spinner rip in because we have that super spinner with 2x. I might just do it here.
Okay.
Wow, that's a bummer.
Oh!
There was a
That
chance.
was
I mean, that's
mean.
what I meant to do, is to hit that ball. Okay, so not to put pressure on you, but this destruction jackpot, we can get it in the next couple seconds. Okay, it's a pretty big shot. It'll be like, yeah, 40 million.
Okay.
Here,
okay.
try and two-stage it intentionally. See if that helps.
Okay. That did
quite.
not help.
Oh. If he dead bounced that, we could have gotten there. That's okay. Okay, our bridge is ready, and I don't think Okay, yeah, we can get a battle. I'm gonna hit the spinner to get to you. Don't shoot the right ramp though.
Godzilla's spikes are starting to grow.
All right.
So what am I hitting here? The
Scoop.
kaiju scoop. Or not?
There we go.
And we're gonna hit the scoop,
Hit the scoop.
right
Yep.
there.
Ah, it's my bad.
No, that was fine. I missed it.
Well, you
Woo.
missed, but I could have saved it. I didn't expect for it to come back. I was
Yeah,
hoping
no,
it-
I'm totally blaming
Usually you
on
don't
that
miss it
one.
more than twice. Usually you get that scoop down. Okay, where am I at? Locks. I tilted in my level 2. That's where I am.
Okay, so monster monitor. All 4 lights are flashing because you've done all of those
I've
components.
played all the multi-balls. Which doesn't actually do anything. I think eventually it'll be a super mode.
Right.
We can only speculate.
Thinking along the lines of,
I assume that'll be like Monster Zero or something.
got it.
Uh-oh. I hit the shot, but the building was down, so it comes back.
Yeah, did it deny? Oh wow, that fell out just then.
Yeah, I was supposed to. Just train.
I feel like the building doesn't know where it's supposed to be right now.
Yeah, or maybe I was doing an animation or something. This is my favorite mode in the game right now.
Super train.
You remember this mode?
I have not been to this mode.
Played it last time I was here.
So how do you get to super train?
You collect trains when they're lit. I don't know when trains are lit, but they're left on the left orbit, or the left ramp, sorry.
Sorry, and how do you collect trains? I feel like
There
I
you
don't.
just shoot the train. I don't know how you light them. I think it's like, I don't know. They're lit sometimes. This mode is probably the most worth mode in the game right now. Not if I do that. One more? Nah.
Oh, is it? It just builds it?
Yeah.
And then you collect?
No, there's no collect. You just shoot the right ramp as many times as you can in a row. And if you never miss, it's like, because that's the easiest shot in the game for, I would say, most people. Like, you can lose it, but once you hit it once, hitting it twice is a little easier, you know? Like,
Yeah, it's like once you find it once and you can get into that nice little loop there.
yeah.
So how far are you from? Oh, Keystone, Sir Snarf. That's like 2.5 hours without much traffic.
What? From,
Keystone, like Keystone and Breckenridge.
oh, yeah. That was a really bad time to miss. All right, I got my extra. That's all I wanted from that.
If you miss, have a heat ray ready to use.
That's actually a great idea.
I wouldn't believe it if I was seen with my own
That would probably work. The only problem is that sometimes the timer is at, like, it sits at 0. So you would have to time it like perfectly. Yeah, Carl did it.
Oh no! But you have
I
an
looked-
extra ball.
I do. I looked to my left to read chat and I didn't bump correctly. I would say that is an awesome idea that that Carl came up with it and like did it on the fly is not surprising to me at all. That is a very Carl thing to do.
Was that Ultraman?
Did Ultraman make a noise?
I can't tell if that was Ultraman who just jumped into the bat. Does anyone know who that character was?
Yeah, no, there's a character that looks a hell of a lot like Ultraman. I don't know, is Ultraman from Toho?
I know nothing about. I know nothing about all of this.
I think he has a different name because he's in one of the battles. He's in the multi-ball team-up battle. It's something else. Jet Jaguar, yeah, that's the name.
Jet Jaguar. Okay.
Yeah.
It was Ultra Dude. Okay.
They look very similar though.
Ultraman and Ultra Dude.
Yeah. Well, and Jet, Ultra Doctor Dude.
Nice. I like that.
I don't like Doctor Dude. That game, I'm good at that game, yet I still seem to lose on it every time.
Right. Like you don't have bad games, but it's just one
Yeah,
of those.
like I got 15 million against Dino. That should have made me the state representative for Colorado. But no, he got 2 jackpots, and now I'm down 20 million or whatever it was. And I'm not good enough at that game to catch that, man.
Right.
I will hit the red shot and drain eventually, like the stand-up heart thing.
Right.
So, isn't there 2 doctor dudes? Is no.
No, there's just the one
It's
Dr.
a
Dude,
party,
right?
what's it called?
The Elvira Party Monsters?
No, there's, why is its name? Party Zone.
Party Zone, got it.
You know Party Zone?
I don't know Party Zone.
It's a great game. There's some major flaws in the game. Like how that if you can bump over from the left ramp and shoot the left ramp again, the game sucks really bad because it turns into Elvira or Scared Stiff, where you just want to shoot the same shot. But
Over. Ooh, man, that was mean.
yeah, I needed to hold my button earlier. It's okay. What am I doing right now? Like, I have no idea where I am in the game. I mean, this is gonna be worth a lot, but it's because it's 3x. Yeah,
Okay.
Party Zone's a good game. There's some cool things in it. There's like a 10x playfield that, I think it's 10x or is it 5x? There's like a big X in the game that you can use in a fun way.
So right now this looks like it's for roughly about 40 million.
Good math. There we go. Get my second level 2.
So, and how do you light allies again? I spaced it.
Halfway through a mode.
Okay, so
and
the
you're-
more you progress, the more allies you light and
I
relight.
mean, it's pretty close. It's the
It's
same
the-
color and they look kind of the same, but they're definitely different.
More than anything, it's like a humanoid shape in a,
Yeah,
in a
it's like-
kaiju world.
Like a robot, and the color scheme is identical. So, I actually thought that too. That looked like Ultraman. So I don't know anything about Ultraman, and I don't know anything about Godzilla lore. I can't even tell if he's the good guy or the bad guy in this. Like, he is like destroying everything.
Yeah.
But he's also defending against the Planet X, I think.
Right? Yeah, I don't know if Godzilla is a good guy or a bad guy either. I guess, you know, if we're not concerned at all about like destruction and the death of people and the amount of damage he's doing, he's probably a good guy.
That's a lot of asterisks, though.
Right, yeah. I mean, we have to suspend a whole bunch of like monetary and life-based disbelief stuff. He's chaotic neutral, says Fliptronic. Okay. Wow, that was 24 right there. That was
Really?
nice.
This is the multi-ball I got that 600 million in that other game.
14.
My super lit. I don't think it gets any bigger. What was the last one? 24?
That was 24 to 28. So yeah, I guess the next one might be 32.
Uh-oh. I'm surprised that came back to me. What color is my button?
Green.
Is it?
Green,
it's-
red, white now.
Okay.
It's flashing all of the colors.
Yeah, I was just seeing if my button was ready or not. Yeah, I might as well just use it now.
All right, it's like Godzuki is the Jeff Teolis of the Godzilla universe. It's like two bad guys fighting over who gets dibs. I think you are Godzilla in this game. Are we
Yeah.
Godzilla?
I think you are, because you like choose what city to destroy next, and you are defeating, you know, whatever. Where am I?
Fun fact, Godzilla's skin is gray to represent the ashy skin of Hiroshima atomic bomb survivors, says Jedi Go. Huh,
Wow,
I did not know that.
it's a little dark. I thought he was a big lizard, that radioactive lizard. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We're good. Maybe we're not good. Maybe we're good. I don't know anymore. getting tired. I got a final tomorrow. I have to write a speech, but I don't know what it's about yet.
You have to write a speech, but you have no
Yeah,
idea.
I get 14 minutes to write a speech. It's my public speaking class.
Oh wait, you have to write the speech live in class, so it's not
Yes.
like you have to write it tonight.
Oh no, I don't have to write it tonight.
Do you have any idea what it might be about?
Well, considering there's like 30 people in my class and we aren't allowed to use our computers, it has to be something very broad because if we're not allowed to research, that like really limits what we can talk about. You
Right.
know?
Or not, and the goal is to make you uncomfortable.
Yeah, but I can't just, it's like, okay, you have to talk about blank. And I'm like, I'm not gonna make a bunch of stuff up. Like, that's not good public speaking. I have a really good feeling it's gonna be like, it's surprise, you can talk about anything you want, right?
Okay.
That's what I'm thinking.
So if you could talk about anything you want, what are you going to talk about?
Man, if only there was one thing that I was good at that I could talk about. Yeah, it's slipping my mind right now. I'm not getting that back. Oh, I did.
Nice. Good timing
I
on that.
Plunged poorly. Yeah, but it could be like, what's your favorite place to get lunch at? And tell me about an experience that was there, right? And then we get 12 minutes to write it, and then we gotta present it.
Okay. I mean, pinball's easy though, right? Like, I guess
Yeah.
you just need an A.
I already have an A in the class, and if I got a 0, I'd still pass the class, so I'm pretty
You're doing pretty
relaxed.
good. Fliptronic wants you to talk about are hot dogs just tacos? You could talk about that for 12
was a
minutes.
decent talking point, but then was it like Taco Bell turned it into like an advertising campaign, and then it becomes like weird, you know?
Well, I guess does that take Pirates versus Ninjas out?
Was that an advertising?
No, it wasn't.
Oh.
It's just it was a real popular discussion for like a week and a half in the late 90s.
Oh yeah?
If you had to choose between being a pirate or a ninja, which would you be?
That's an incredibly easy decision, because being a pirate would not be fun.
Would not be what?
Would not be fun.
It depends. What kind of pirate are we
No,
talking
man.
about?
These pirates were the idea of being a pirate is that you're expendable. That like you could die of some of the worst diseases, and just your captain will just be like, okay, good thing we have another 200 men with swords that are getting paid minimum amount. Like that sucks. If you're the captain, then like maybe, but then.
But that
being
really
a-
does, like, are we talking about, you're going with a literal pirate from, like an actual pirate from our history. But what if we're talking about pirates from Peter Pan, or pirates from, obviously, Pirates of the Caribbean?
No, I still don't think that being a ninja would be better.
Okay.
You get to kind of do your own thing.
Ninjas do not get guns. That's a really good point.
Yeah, but
By the way, thank you at the Stitch. Week and a half my butt. That is still argued. I agree. I absolutely love that argument. Freedom, says Taylor.
yeah, it's like, well, if I'm a ninja in America, then I don't have to worry about the gun thing because oh, I didn't move the game back.
It's okay, I got you.
Did I do it? I didn't think I did a slide save. There's no talk like a ninja day. Yeah.
There is no talk like a ninja day because ninjas don't talk. They're very quiet.
The pirates in the history that won, like the Chinese lady who started such a successful pirate empire, the empress bribed her so much that she retired to a pirate island. Yeah, but then you have to remember how many pirates were not her. Like, to be the best pirate means that there's other pirates that aren't the best. And, but even then, if we're talking you get to be a captain of a pirate ship, then yeah, maybe it's a little better, but
Good can come from all this destruction.
We're gonna get this. No, we're
all
not.
the richest pirates pretty much ended with their deaths. Yeah, there's 3 pirates that ever got out, And I think that's pretty telling.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
That's the real, yeah.
Jack
A
Sparrow
weaponsmith.
gets out every time.
Yeah, but he was like nearly executed like 6 or 7 times, right? Like, and there's always some.
Nearly, I think is the important
it's
part
a
there.
nearly, and it wasn't because he was a good pirate. It's because he had no, like this lack of attention that. Yeah, hung by the neck, I think. Yeah, I swear this was a scene in that movie. I haven't thought about Pirates of the Caribbean in a very long time. Caribbean, whatever. Same thing.
Yeah, sure, same thing, same thing.
Yeah, I haven't thought about that in a long time. But again, I don't really know if I want to be a pirate. But being a ninja's fine. Retiring from the ninja life is probably easier than retiring from the pirate life. And I'd say being a ninja is probably financially better than being a. Yeah, when you retire as a ninja, you can like go to people's birthday parties.
So ninjas were gardeners for warlords back in the day.
You know,
So-
if I had a choice between being a pirate and a gardener, I think I'd pick to be a gardener.
I can't agree with you on any of that. There's way too much fun to be had.
I'm talking about realistic pirates here. Being a pirate sounds like one of the most miserable experiences for me.
You're probably not wrong.
Yeah, I guess.
Diphtheria, like all kinds of diseases, really bad healthcare.
Well, living, and also they didn't get paid all that much, and they're also like criminals, right? Not that they could really be identified. That if you like retired from, you did Mothra again, by the way. Well, if it was in space, see, that's a whole different thing. A space pirate is probably, I don't know. You didn't know which shot to hit, but the game hit the shot for you, so that's what matters.
That's totally what matters.
The fresh air travel.
There you go. So,
But fresh air and travel. Have you ever been on like one of these cruise ships before? Like I haven't. I've been on like whaling experiences, but like you see water, and you're outside. Like the cool thing about travel for me is that I'm like somewhere unique, right? If I'm in the Pacific Ocean or if I'm in the Atlantic Ocean, I wouldn't be able to tell.
which
you know?
one's the multi-ball?
The middle one, the one you're on.
The one I'm on? I'm doing that. I just want a multi-ball at this point.
Yeah.
That, I'm calling, sorry, what's
Turn
that guy's
around,
name?
man. Turn around. You can compare.
That's him.
He's like Fat Ultraman.
Yeah, he's Ultra Dude.
Yeah, Ultra Dude's a good name for him. No, I'm unbudged on this. I don't want to be a pirate.
Okay. Guaranteed. No pirate for Escher.
So,
Oh my god, just hit the flashing yellow light. Why can't I hit that?
it's the hardest shot in the game. Hey, Mothra, you got 500,000 for that too. That's like better than 2x. It's hard to get anything worth 500,000, you know.
Oh, I see it.
Godzilla versus Ninja Pirates. Some good ninja pins.
Go for the super jackpot.
There's one ninja pin, maybe.
Oh my gosh, just get there.
That's the one thing. Your music selection is different every time I'm here.
Well, I try to switch it up.
You have
so
like
that-
everything.
I like everything but country, and I have made my way into rap recently. Otherwise, I would have said rap.
Yeah, see, those are usually the two. There's nothing. I'm not a huge fan of country, but it's not like I've kind of like gotten to that point because I had to play rhythm games for so long that I didn't get really a choice. A lot of the music I had to listen to,
Right.
and so I wouldn't say like it got worse, but it definitely changed. No, it's not coming back because it rattled. If it didn't rattle, we would have gotten it back.
Ah.
But yeah, this music sounds like what's that album called? MGM or the MGMT.
It is. So this is the Midnight. But yeah, it definitely has that kind of that sound to it.
Yeah, I really like what's that album called by them?
Kids, MGMT.
No, it's a more
that's a
recent one.
I'm trying to think of. I have one of their records over there.
I like a lot of their music. It's definitely on my recent searches. I have it downloaded. Little Dark Age. That's what I'm looking for.
Oh wait,
it's a good album.
Do you have it up? Like, do I need to go check out MGMT's new album?
I don't think it's that new.
Is it the one that has kids on it?
No.
Okay.
It's because that was in 2007. This one is
that's one with the two guys on the cover. Okay.
Yeah.
So the yellow one is the one I need to go check out? Okay.
Little Dark Age. It's a decent album.
I gotta go figure that out. All right, you guys, thank you so much for hanging out. Thank you, Escher, for hanging out.
No worries. It's always fun playing.
And we checked it out earlier. Your Escher, actually, because Discord crashed and I didn't have the ability to close your window, I closed it. But we posted Escher's Discord earlier. You can check him out there. Also, your Twitter, which I think is also...
Yeah, it's SteveOPub.
Twitter.com/SteveOPub.
Steve-O, like from Jackass, and then pub, like P-U-B, and that's it.
Cool.
Check me out there. I tweet everything, so it's not just pinball related.
Lots of different stuff.
So
definitely give Escher a follow on Twitter. You can find him on Twitch. Even though you're not streaming.
Don't hold your breath on any streams in the next couple months. Maybe when I'm back home, I might play some Godzilla.
Okay.
I have all my stuff there now. But otherwise, don't hold your breath for streams.
Okay. And guys, we will be back on tomorrow night. Game TBD. If I can get Paul back over here to finish installing the ramp lights, I think maybe we'll start prepping on Tron, because we have to battle Pez at some point in the near future here. And then that's it. I think that's... Oh, really quick, what's coming up on TPN? I think we've got the 12 days of Christmas from... Who is it? Hold up. Nope. Discord. Over here. TPN. Event announcements. We've got... the 3rd annual 12 Strikes of Christmas tournament with the Pinballers, so check them out. Almost fell out once again. And Fox Cities has a bunch of events coming up. The closest one is the double tournament launch party, which looks like it's the Godzilla launch party tournament, which will be on Fox Cities Pinball, and that's on December 11th. And then they also have a New Year's Eve 4-strike knockout tournament that he'll be streaming as well. And once again, that's on Fox Cities. So you guys, have a great night. Check out TPN, check out Escher, and we'll see you back around tomorrow night. Thanks again. We'll find someone to raid.
Have you been inundated with ads and questions related to TPN's now famous homemade pinball pudding line of puddings? Questions like...
TPN's pinball pudding is so good, it must be illegal, right?
What the fuck is pinball pudding?
How can a collection of content creators also be a pudding? That makes no sense.
And we hear you. You want to know what makes TPN so special? The answer is in TPN's secret ingredient. Simply proof. Other puddings may say they have it too, but watch as they're unable to back those statements up.
Well, I'm not a crook.
Do we have evidence of that?
It might be a tumor.
It's not a tumor.
Evidence? Evidence?
Richard, do I have a mark on my face?
Right here. Not here or here so much, but right here.
That's evidence.
We built this city on rock and roll.
Again, request for more evidence.
You can't handle the truth.
Do we have evidence of that?
Nobody makes me bleed my own blood. Nobody.
Evidence?
SOT TDI clean diesel with up to 814 highway miles per tank.
Do we have evidence of that? Evidence?
Isn't it time you gave TPN's famous homemade pinball pudding line of puddings a try? And check your local retailers for these amazing original and fantastic new flavors from TPN's famous homemade pinball pudding line of puddings. You asked and we listened. Each TPN pinball pudding package is packed with our special ingredient. The proof is truly in the pudding.